Welcome back to another episode.
Man, what going for the man? Hey. Let's talk about the Champions League. Arsenal, PSG.
A lot of Arsenal fans were saying that they finally have depth in their team, though.
They have depth, but in terms of like top-end quality, I think Liverpool have more.
The answer is simply, there's no excuse. It has to be done now.
Iconic moment in derbies.
Arsenal won the league at Tottenham.
Galatasaray away is never fucking easy, bro.
Well, you're talking about players' ego. Managers have egos. Putting it for his head is overreaction. No,
when we spend money, yeah, it's you spent money and you couldn't beat so.
I think Ekatike has been the only signing that's come in.
Thank you.
That has looked level.
Say it again.
100%.
Palmer, Lavia, and Caicedo midfield three.
These guys just need to stay fit. The talent is there. If these guys can give us 1 year of just fitness.
This is FCM on DR Sports, and it's live.
Welcome along, weekend roundup. Oh my days. We're in for a great show today, guys. Well, what about the North London derby?
I'm not getting rattled.
And we're 3 points off top four, so it's not looking too bad.
Yeah. Foden 88, Saka 87. I think that's wrong.
Nice that you put your top on. You want to take it off and get the branding out? Happy birthday!
Make a wish to win the league.
I did.
How much chance do Arsenal have of winning the Champions League?
0, mate.
If we got through PSV, do you think there's any chance?
No.
Hang on, let me finish.
Predictions:
2-1 Tottenham.
3-1 Liverpool.
2-0 Wolves.
Chelsea to beat Man United at Old Trafford.
You're in trouble if we win this game.
You better not lose on Saturday.
We beat the world champions this weekend. That makes you world champion.
We're the world champions, but you're not in a title.
This is why you'll never win the league.
6 million down the drain.
Robbie celebrating a 1-0 win. Abby Pilates instead of trophies. You never walk alone.
Catch us every Monday for the weekend roundup.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Carragher and Mo Salah.
It's going to end up with tarnishing what is such a great legacy for him.
We made you, Salah, so you can't do that to us. You were the guy that failed at Chelsea. Ruben needs to demonstrate he's a great coach over 3 years.
If he loses on Monday to Wolves, that's it.
I think right now Arsenal are odds on to win that league.
Possible champions is what they've been for the last 3 years. As things stand, we are still the champions of England.
From last year, I thought Chelsea all the way up. I think they're one of those clubs that could impact the title, but they're not necessarily going to win it. I think it's been quite criminal that England have not won a major tournament since '66.
Can Liverpool end the crisis? 7 out of 10.
Everton versus Chelsea.
So I'm going to stick with draw.
Liverpool fans, I do want to know, if was the scenario that Xabi Alonso is available and Klopp is gone, would you want Alonso in? I want to know your thoughts and opinions on that.
They would, because they've got that connection with him, but he's a red.
Hi, and welcome along to a game of two halves here on DR Sport.
Well, I'm happy to have the Premier League back.
3 defeats now in a row for Arne Slot.
Yeah, it's a game of two happy people this morning, isn't it? Because I would rather Arsenal win the league over Liverpool and Man City every day of the week.
Mo Salah had done this bombshell interview, right?
What's your take on that?
For me, he should be kept in-house, right?
The good thing about the Premier League is its unpredictability at the moment, which I think it makes it, far more watchable.
This is the problem. When you've got a player like Mo Salah, it's very difficult to drop these players. They've got big egos.
I think he'll be gone in January now.
I don't. Right, let's get into our team of the week. Van Dijk seems to be in there every week, solid as a rock. I had a question for you, Mark. Who goes first?
Slot or
Amorim or Slot?
They sacked Amorim, I'd have to say you can't blame them. Like, your win ratio's crap, your football's crap. But I actually think Slot has got more chance of going.
Big Al's in the place!
We're the best right now, best in Europe, best here. I would have agreed with you if you said Arsenal are one of the best teams in the world. Yeah, correct. Then just stop.
I hope when we beat them, the apology is as loud as the disrespect.
I think to say Spurs being in a title race at any time of your life.
Exactly.
Should be sentenced to death.
All the evidence stands.
I call this the Florian Wirtz 008.
I made you what you were, Trent.
Be honest, you are missing his creativity.
Big Popper says.
Isak started.
Oh.
Van Dijk played.
Oh.
Stretching.
Oh.
Pilates.
Oh.
That was the performance against Chelsea.
You lot are brutal today, man.
I don't think Christian is like super delusional in this take. And like, this is obviously coming from me when it comes to Arsenal.
No.
No.
Do you want me to not give an opinion until May, until we lift it?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We'll get into the score predictions now. Liverpool must win this game.
That's awesome.
Let's go. do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.
Yes, people, you heard that right. We are sponsored by Rocket Mobile, and we've made the mobile phone plan for football fans in the UK for just £16 a month. That's unlimited texts, unlimited calls.
Unlimited
What else is it? What else is it? It's unlimited data, and also
Need that.
And do you remember what the other one is? 20 gigs.
Oh yeah,
abroad.
20 gigs abroad.
For no extra cost.
Cool.
Kenya.
Nice.
Crazy.
Bit of me that.
All
You know
for
what I
just
mean?
16. You know, if you're going away to Leverkusen,
Exactly.
you know, Arsenal
yeah.
going to Leverkusen. If you're a Spurs fan having a nice day out in Madrid at some point, as you know, the one last hurrah before you are relegated. Maybe you might use Rocket Mobile, £16 a month plus perks,
Rockets go
content,
up.
and other profiles. Huh?
Rockets go up.
Yeah, but
Tottenham's
Spurs
going
don't,
down.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Spurs don't. Have you seen Flex's video that he said today where he was just dancing to the "you're going down" thing? Yeah.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
But we've got a great hour coming up. We've got obviously Kenya on my left.
What's up?
Josh on my further left. And second day in a row, Ella's back as well on my right hand
We're
side.
back. We've got to make up for the lost time the other week. So
Yes,
now I'm back to
100%.
back.
But obviously the thing that we have to start with, is Tottenham. Is
My
Spurs.
favourite subject.
They had what? 10
favourite
minutes
subject.
of happiness
My
after
favourite subject.
Solanke's goal, before the red card,
Do you know what? Yeah.
before the penalty, before Ismail Assar locked in.
My guy. That goal that they scored made the loss even sweeter because they actually believed for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was even funnier seeing it.
Before they go
They had
down.
hope for
That's
10
what it
minutes.
was.
I knew they were gassed. Listen to them. Spurs. Oh, when I heard that, it was just, and then that penalty, the red card, it was just like a shot after shot after shot. It was perfect. I'd do all that again.
Yeah.
This, as Arsenal fans, this was the perfect. I will remember game week 29 for
The rest
years
of
to
your
come.
life.
My grandkids will be saying, "Grandma, what was?" And I'll say, "Game week 29, 25, 26."
Grandma, what happened on the 5th of
United,
March?
Liverpool.
What happened on the 5th of March, 2026?
Do you know what?
Oh,
Yeah?
the end of
Let
the
me
tax
take
year,
you back.
actually.
2025, 26 is going to be elite.
Wait, by the way-
I can't wait.
By the
I
way,
can't wait.
it wasn't even 10 minutes of happiness. 5.5.
Oh,
5.5
It was-
minutes.
it
Thank you,
was
production.
amazing. It was amazing.
5 minutes and
production.
30 seconds of happiness.
It was
before,
amazing.
Before Van der Ven
It was
went,
amazing.
no.
Do
Do you know what? No.
Yanked him back.
I'm claiming this. I think I gave them the judge. I gave them the judge.
This is my goat.
Yeah.
This is my goat.
This is what the hand that Mickey Van der Ven shook. Yeah, after they won the trophy. Yeah.
Yeah?
The hand.
You
Yeah.
were giving them the energy. Is that
I
what
shook
was
his
going
hand.
on?
I shook his hand because me and Flex, yeah, we was there at the final. Yeah, we're walking at the back of the stadium as we do, and then we see Van der Ven and Maddison. Yeah, shook his hand, gone forever. Yeah, I Thanos that guy. Yeah.
What's happening to me then?
Well, no, you're Arsenal, so you're all right.
Okay,
He's
cool, cool.
Tottenham.
We're
Yeah?
blessed.
But the thing is, because I shook his hand, then I wiped my hand on the floor. Literally, I said, Flex. No, never.
Who is this guy?
Never this. After they just won a trophy in my face. And now they're going, please, this has to happen. Jod, if you're listening.
Jod.
Who said it was a hard G?
Not fair dues, fair dues.
It was
But,
a
there's a super chat come in from Brian Bowler that says, will it be safe to say that Spurs will take Big Sam? So this leads perfectly
He will be there.
into what I actually want to talk about in the opening section of this show, is that it's come out from the Telegraph that Tottenham Hotspur are already considering their options for a change in manager, the second change within a month after 3 defeats for Igor Tudor.
They say Forrest holding my
We
beer.
will be there.
I thought he'd be gone by now.
I thought he'd be sacked by the
off
time
last
that
night.
by the time that we were filming this today.
This
He's still there.
proves
How
my
is he
point.
still there?
I don't know how he's still there.
I just think, yeah, how can you hire a guy in his last three jobs? He was sacked at every single one. He went to Juventus. He was dead. He was rubbish. He didn't even win his last 8 games at Juventus. He lost 3 and drew 4. Like, is that seriously who you're bringing in? You know you're in relegation trouble. Go and get someone who's actually experienced in that to try and keep you up. Instead, you've gone and got a foreign manager. And I remember Abby saying that at the start of the window in the summer. before they got Thomas Frank, that was someone that they were looking at as an actual manager for their club. So it's like, you can tell this club has no plan. It has no, sense at all.
They've got no idea.
They have no
idea.
They've not got a Scooby. How can you go and get someone who doesn't know what it takes to fight relegation in the Prem? Stop telling him about Serie A, please. I watch that league every week. It's nowhere near the Prem.
On top of that,
let's be serious.
They would have known that they was gonna sack Thomas Frank from time because this guy hasn't been performing for ages. And of all the time that you had to think about who could we possibly get, you weren't looking at anyone going, there's a potential better manager. It's because they're Tottenham and they think we'll just get through.
Exactly.
We'll just get through. Yeah, it's not like we're going to actually get relegated. And now that they're
1 point
actually
off.
looking at relegation, they're like, shit. Pardon my French. But that's what they say,
Yeah, they're stressed.
Do you know what, though? I feel like the state of the club and the way that they're making decisions, the fact that, the fact that we can make more informed decisions, and we're football fans, but we don't have authority in the world of football really, in terms of really going in and managing a club or working inside a club. How can a regular person make a better decision than someone that's working inside? That shows you how wrong it is.
I do sometimes. I struggle with that sometimes. But I mean, obviously, as football fans, we can always say, "Oh, the obvious decision is Redknapp, whatever this," or me as a United fan might be going, "Obviously, we go sign this person instead of that person. Obviously, we do this. Obviously, we do that."
Yeah.
And sometimes, obviously, as fans, you're just wrong, or obviously, I don't know as much as people in the clubs. But then there are some times where clubs make decisions. I go, how have you actually landed on that decision?
so
And with
obvious
Spurs,
sometimes.
it's one of them.
Yeah,
with Spurs, it's one of them.
After they sacked Thomas Frank, it seemed clear as day that they just had to sign someone, like Kenya was saying, someone that has either experience in a relegation battle that is able to drag them out, or someone that has a really close relationship with the club. It had to be one of the two, and they did neither. So that just, I don't understand the thought process of that decision.
And that's why they can hold that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they
can't be surprised now.
They genuinely can hold that. There's so many great options out there. Big Sam's out there, Sean Dyche is out there.
This is one thing I wanted to run through.
Uncle
So
Ledley.
the Telegraph report say, as things stand, the club say that is it Tudor or Tudor?
Who cares?
Whatever. His name
Tudor is
Igor.
Tudor.
Yeah,
Two down,
Tudor.
bruv.
So Tudor
He needs to
will
go out of
apparently.
Two down. Yeah.
He should go out of Tudor, yeah.
Out Tudor.
So he will take charge of the Champions League game against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday, so in 4 days' time.
Yeah.
But then they don't have anything for a week or so. So possibly they're going, you know what, have the Champions League game because it means nothing anyway. That game could not be more meaningless. Apart from maybe happens they get through, they get an extra, £1 million to get through the next round or something. But that doesn't matter.
not
Because
worth it.
the
They need to be concentrating on
parachute
staying in
payments
the
are
league.
worth more than that anyway.
They're going to get sacrificed in that game.
But the thing is, I reckon it'll be after that. They'll sack him. They'll find someone who's they got 12 days. But
club is
managers who are available, let's talk about this.
Bring it to
Chat,
me.
I want you guys to get involved as well because I've got a list of managers here who are currently available. The top one on this list, the top boy on this list on transfer market is Gaza Southgate.
Gareth, protect your value, brother. Protect your value. Don't go to some loser club like this. Even Gareth Southgate deserves more.
Yeah, do you know what?
You deserve more.
I went on
Don't
a rant.
waste your time.
I actually went on a rant about this on What the Devil yesterday. About I do think Gareth Southgate is severely underrated.
He's a good manager.
I think he's so underrated.
I think he's okay.
So underrated. Disrespected is the word I used actually.
He is a bit, but
I know,
I think he thinks he's
massively
above the level
disrespected.
that he thinks he is because what have you done in leagues, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
club
you've done it at
management is
doing
very
cup
different.
tournaments for international team is different than.
But Wenzy said how good he or not he thinks he is.
He literally said, didn't he say?
Yeah, he did say something kind of wild.
So he was
I
like,
saw
"Oh,
this.
these certain teams are above me. Like I'm Bournemouth, and that he was like, that's not my level."
Did he
That is
actually?
his
He did. I
Yeah, he
saw
did,
this.
bro.
He did say something a bit mad.
That's actually where I'd see Gareth Southgate in terms of a manager. What I'd say, the reason why I kind of rate him and I think he's a decent manager is that his connection with players. He can actually get the best out of players that maybe are underperforming.
Which is a really underrated quality.
Yeah, so and I think we saw that with England. Like before, with England, talent's never been an issue. It's just being able to make the talent work. And he's actually been able to make the talent work. He's been able to create a cohesive team, actually get the country behind that team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do think he would be a good manager for a smaller club. Maybe he's good for Spurs.
Maybe Spurs in the
Maybe
Championship.
Spurs is perfect for him.
No, but the thing is, because ironically,
I wouldn't want him at United. I wouldn't want him at United, but I do think he's disrespected.
You bring the best out of like a Conor Gallagher, a Xavi Simons, don't you think?
No, but okay, if they were in the Championship and they had Southgate, we got like Mickey
he's not
Moore,
gonna be there.
Archie Gray.
I think
these kind of players.
If that's happening, one, them players ain't
They never
staying.
get promoted.
Two, they're not going to get back out. I think if Tottenham was playing like normally doing their normal little 6, trying to battle for the top 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Gareth Southgate would be good for that, but he wouldn't get them anywhere. He wouldn't win them any trophies. They would just always be in that little top 6 battle. And there and about.
Southgate taking a championship job?
I have no idea.
No, he's not.
Why
he's
not?
not.
There's no way. I don't
He's got to get back into managing.
But he might have other offers in the Premier League, just maybe not a club that's like as.
Well, he ain't managing a big club.
No, he's not managing one of the big ones,
but
unless he wants to do the Spurs job in the Championship or something. But there are other managers as well. You've got like
Gareth, protect your values.
because you've got other managers who obviously will go nowhere near this job. You've got Xabi Alonso, Enzo Maresca, Ruben Amorim, Thiago Motta. But then you got
wait, bring Ruben Amorim. We must suffer, guys. We must suffer, guys.
We must
Are you
suffer in the
crazy?
Championship.
Bring him back. I miss him
We
so
must
much.
suffer.
We
They'll
must
be
suffer.
suffering. They're already
We must
suffering.
suffer. The reason we lose to Middlesbrough because the wing back is not getting the forward and bring. We will
Where's
be there.
that guy? Who's the guy? Davey.
Yeah,
does
we
the
need
Ruben
that.
Amorim
We
impression.
need him.
I'm actually might
The
message him.
nightmare
and say,
ones are so funny.
Do a Spurs one, please. Please do a Spurs. Oh, because they are so funny.
They're
But
so
other
funny.
managers, maybe more realistic ones, like Sean Dyche. He's back. He's around.
Sean Dyche,
he's available.
Big brother, you know. And do you know what I like about Sean Dyche? He's not with the nonsense. I remember when he went to Everton and he saw them wearing snuds and stuff. He said, "Lock that." He said, "You can't wear that on a pitch. You're not wearing that at my training session." That's what these Spurs players need. They need a proper man to come in and be like, "Right, lock off all this rubbish. You're playing music in the changing room. Lock that. We're in a relegation fight."
But another piece of news that's coming out of this Telegraph report, alongside obviously, so whatever happens to Tudor, whatever happens to, I still personally think I've agreed with Abby from minute one that it is Harry Redknapp. He is
It's a clear and obvious choice.
It was the clear and obvious. Spurs are acting like VAR, clear and obvious choice, and they still get it wrong. Like they
That's so
genuinely
true.
are.
Exactly.
I still think it's Redknapp. But what the report is saying is that in terms of longer term talks, they have already held talks about appointing Zerbi if they
That
stay up.
would not surprise me.
That is a car crash, though.
No, and that really would not surprise me. I bet you they make him manager in the summer.
That would be a car. You know who they should go for, Spurs. Yeah, if they were to go down, you know who they should go for genuinely. And some of the comments have said it is Kieran McKenna. He is ex-Spurs.
Yeah,
when
that's a
Abby's
good
talking
shout.
about get players in the building who were at Spurs or who know Spurs.
Do you know what it is, right, though? Although Kieran McKenna's a decent manager, I just think a lot of the people that maybe we've named, like Igor Tudor, you can tell maybe the players just, there's no connection. They don't respect him. Do you know what I mean? Like, at least with Harry Redknapp
That's
is
what I
a
mean.
big...
You need command.
He's a big polarising figure within Spurs. Do you know what I mean? He's so ingrained in their history. He's seen as a legend. Kieran McKenna, he played for them, but like... If I'm Xavi Simons, what does Kieran McKenna mean to me? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get it?
No,
like,
that's
respect
why I said if they go down.
Yeah, but still.
Is Xavi Simons staying at Spurs if Spurs go to the Championship?
Does he have a relegation clause, mate?
Don't know.
Don't think he does.
Probably didn't go. Not going to need that top 6
To be
club.
fair,
Abby said they don't.
he took a grassroots level free kick last night.
Yeah. Oh,
that pass.
Horror.
Terrible.
This is
I
it.
loved
Spurs,
it.
They actually play like a Championship. So this is what I was saying to you before.
I watched the Championship. That's a diss to the
decent quality.
Championship. Maybe.
Yeah, that's about the level at the moment.
League
That's
One.
probably the level that
We're
they
talking
play.
double relegation for Spurs.
I watched Middlesbrough versus Coventry the other day. That was actually a decent quality game. They don't show any level of... Honestly, I don't think... I was saying to Abby, who was I watching the other night? Oh, it's going to bug me. And I was like, you wouldn't beat either of these teams. Genuinely. And they're in the Championship.
I'm not going to lie, I don't even think it matters what manager they bring in. Even if
going down,
they would have had to have bring in one before Igor. But for me, the level of the quality of the players that they've got there now, it doesn't matter who the manager is. All the players that could do something for them are out and injured or suspended. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, they've got to rely on whatever fodder they got left on the bench. That's what it is. Yeah, and they've just got to do what it is. And all them players that are left behind, they're either new players or these. They're not even academy players. You know what I'm saying? That they don't know anything about the club. They don't care. They're there for a paycheck anyway.
Yeah.
You say what I'm saying? If it all goes bad, they leave. The worst of the worst, they have to stay there for one more season. Then they'll go off somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
That's fair.
But the thing about the Spurs job is like, no, it's kind of similar with the United job, but United job is always going to be more appealing because United are like one of the biggest clubs in world football. But the thing about the Spurs job is that it's just not appealing to any single manager. The only reason a manager is going to Spurs is A, to live in London, B, because money talks. Like, no one wants to be a Spurs manager right now. You're going into a club that you've seen what's happened to the last 8 managers there. Toxic, like, probably won't be very successful given the track record under the ownership. And unless the ownership changes, you're walking into a club that is nothing's really going to change. Nothing's going to change. You can swap the manager as many times as you like.
I mean, so Federico Mawadi says, I think it was a super chat, by the way, he says, as a PSG fan who watches League One, don't take De Zerbi if you don't want to cry even more as a Spurs fan.
No, I completely agree. Again, Roberto De Zerbi somewhere, everywhere he goes, it ends in tears.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
clash with the board hard.
He's someone, impress every press conference, he's calling out boards, he's calling out players. He's known to fall out with players. He's known to fall out with boards.
These standards.
Look at Marseille. He leaves Marseille. All of a sudden, not the CEO, the sporting director of Marseille leaves as well.
Yeah.
Like, it caused... And I just think... If you're Spurs, we all know that Spurs' thing is like, they're sustainable. They just want to be a well-run club. The board has decided this. There's not really wiggle room to argue. Why go and get probably one of the most argumentative young managers out there?
And also, who at Spurs has a track
make
record of
sense.
being the kind of person who can run a sustainable club? Like, I know, obviously, Vinay was
Other
at
than
Arsenal
Pop.
before, right?
Yeah, it literally is.
Yeah, and then he
That's
left.
it.
And then, but I mean in terms of board level. Like, the other guy I can't remember his name.
Daniel Levy.
Yeah, Daniel Levy was, and then he's gone. But who was the other guy who was at Villa before?
Oh, Johan Lange.
Who saw literally like Villa's like worst period in like 5, 6, 7 years.
I just think, right, even that goes to show. So you've gone and got the CEO of Arsenal, who in reality at Arsenal, he did exactly what we were just speaking about, made Arsenal a sustainable, well-run club, but didn't really care about the on-pitch stuff, the stuff that actually matters to the club's
well-run
history.
club, but you finished 8th a few times. You were kind of
doesn't really care about the
Champions
club's
League.
history, the club's,
He was a
winning.
doing suit things.
Exactly. They were just, doing suit things. Johan Lange literally oversaw Villa's worst period. So you've looked at that and you've basically looked at 2 losers and said, you're going to bring us to success.
Mental.
How does that even make sense? You've brought in two bums that don't know what they're doing.
It is the history of the Tottenham, to be fair.
So dumb.
That
and
is
even
it.
worse,
It's just who they are, mate. It literally is.
It's actually who they are.
What about that time when they're going to get relegated and I'm so excited because this is going to be the best season ever? I can't wait. What about that time? I can't wait. This is why I will white for them in tribute of them going down. What about that time when you're a disgrace and you're a cheat and your team's going to go down? What about that time?
So funny.
Scripts are written, that's what I'm going to say.
We must.
Do you remember the other day, the guy in the comment section, he was just like spreading a load of, like saying a load of things.
Oh,
that I
yeah,
said
what did he say?
He's back. SLD says, Dylan doesn't show this much passion when he talks about United. Secret Spurs fan.
What,
I
you
would
Roy
never.
Keane? You're on a
I
Roy
would
Keane
never.
thing.
What?
You might be on a Roy Keane thing. We would never know.
On a Roy Keane thing?
Yeah.
Have you seen, he basically does, he's not a football fan anymore.
Yeah,
Roy
he
Keane.
doesn't even support a club.
Look, he no longer claims Spurs. Have you actually seen the
but
clip?
to be honest,
where
he's
he
never-
said he's not a United
He hasn't
fan.
claimed Spurs for a long time, though.
Yeah, I know, but like he's a childhood Spurs fan.
Yeah, he grew up
he doesn't
childhood
claim
Spurs.
it because he's got standards.
Yeah.
That's what
He
he's
grew
got.
out of love with it.
Yeah. He's fallen out of love with the game.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
sits there and
he's-
just goes,
he says he
"That's
don't
his
support United
job,
either."
though." Look, the whole United ex-player thing, that's a whole other thing.
Your
I just
ex-players just...
they're a disgrace.
Yes,
Well, we
goals
literally spoke about this
Yeah,
yesterday.
we
For
did
like
a whole
that was
segment
actually,
on
I
this.
really enjoyed that conversation
That was a good-
yesterday.
there's
We
a lot
spent
to
like
talk
20
about.
minutes yesterday just talking about our favourite pundits.
Fergie sons.
Ex-players. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
terrible.
Disgraces.
But Fergie sons from that era.
Scholes was the whole
The new
segment
era.
of yesterday.
Yeah, Michael Carrick, Rio Ferdinand, Owen Hargreaves and co. Class of 08, quality.
Rio.
I like Rio.
Where do you make the class thing from? 'Cause the
Oh,
class
no,
of 92
so
is
so
from,
we
like-
say class of people say class of 08 to annoy the people who talk about class of 92. Because 08 is just when we won the Champions League.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah,
that.
but
What's the...
that's literally it.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
nothing else to it. It's because there's the class of 92.
Yeah.
It's just to annoy people who
Okay.
are like pro Roy Keane and pro Paul Scholes.
So you're
whatever.
basically saying out of the many,
just rage
there's
baiting.
only like 3 good ones.
Huh?
So out of the many, there's only 3 good ones.
No, but they're the prominent. Okay, Wayne Rooney's another one who I think's great. For example.
No, I don't know if
Great
Wayne
at what?
Rooney's great.
Punditry.
He's not a great
but
pundit.
as in just like, okay, when I say, I mean like level-headed isn't just, doesn't do what
level-headed?
Paul Scholes did, for example, where he
Yeah,
just
but
starts
any
gunning for
normal
his own
person,
players.
any normal person wouldn't do.
That's
Paul
what I'm
Scholes
saying
does.
is the one from 92, they're not normal. Well, Beckham's
But
fine.
I don't even. Yeah, but I don't even think
Beckham's
Wayne.
fine,
I don't even think
and
Wayne
Neville,
Rooney's
I
a
think's
great
mostly
pundit.
He's not a pundit, though.
He's
You just don't
He's
know
not a
them.
great
Scholes.
pundit.
He's not a great pundit.
Who?
Wayne
I don't
Rooney.
even. I don't think Wayne.
I don't
Rooney-
think
Okay,
he's
okay,
or
I
a
meant like to
decent-
play in the media sphere. Like
Okay.
Rooney's pods, all right, he's not there just gunning for people all the time.
Yeah,
Like
but-
on like BBC and stuff, on Match of the Day and things, he's fine. But that's a whole separate. That's a whole separate.
Yeah, fair.
Separate conversation. But yeah, Spurs
Uncle
finished.
Bengs can't relate.
Yeah.
Sons are good.
Yesterday, I said they weren't getting relegated as well. I'd like to.
I thought they
retract
were
that
going to
statement.
win.
I thought they were going to win
Guys,
as well, and
yeah.
that's why I really thought
Told
they're
you guys.
I
not
didn't.
going down.
I believe.
I told you
Yeah, they're
guys.
going
I
down.
believe they were going. I believe. Oh,
I told you guys.
I'm so excited.
They're
Have
actually
they still got to play
finished.
Forest?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
to
they're
play
in
Forest
like
and
3
Leeds.
weeks.
Oh, yeah,
And
Forest
Leeds.
and Leeds. Oh,
Forest
my
and Leeds.
remember
I can't
they
wait.
played- they
The
played
Leeds
West
of the
Ham and
North
lost.
versus the Leeds of the South. I can't wait.
Wait,
And one of
no,
them's
no,
going
no.
down.
That's a diss to Leeds because at least Leeds would come back up. Leeds have
I
actually
don't
won
care.
the
I don't
championship.
care.
Wait,
I
is that
call-
Ellen Road
I
or
call Tottenham the
Spurs?
Leeds of the South
Hold on.
because they're in
No,
the
it's
Premier
like
League.
Spurs.
and Leeds
I'm gonna
are
bring
down
up.
there
pretty
all the
Okay,
bad.
look, I'm
yeah?
gonna bring
So
up
they've got basically Spurs' next games. They've got Liverpool away, right?
Liverpool away, and then
Then they've got
Forest,
Forest at
Forest
home.
at home.
Then they've got Sunderland away.
Yeah. Brighton at home.
Brighton
They're
at
going to lose
home.
Sunderland away.
Wolves away.
They're
They're
losing
done, they're
Wolves
done.
away.
Villa away.
Villa away.
Leeds at home. And then the last 2 games, Chelsea away, which could be the day.
Please.
And then the final game, Everton at home.
It's over.
I said to Matisse
It'll be over by
weeks
then.
ago.
Check
It's
a flag.
actually over.
It's
It'll be over by
done.
then.
Honestly, when you next see Matisse, ask him. I said to Matisse weeks ago, all of us teams that play Spurs, just lock in, win. I don't care what happens. Anyone that plays it from now to end of the season, I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you.
Surely you've been doing that for
Shameless.
years anyway.
Of course, but I'm extra supporting you. I'll
I'm
be
not, I'm
there.
not supporting you, but I'm not supporting
No, no.
Tottenham. So
I'll
there
be
you go.
there. Look, what the Palace fans last night, mate? Them songs they were singing, I was there singing in the living room, mate.
Yeah.
We will be there. We need
fair, we sent
everybody
them
lock
into
in.
the group chat, weren't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Liverpool. I don't even want Liverpool to win any more games. Go and beat Spurs, then carry on losing. That's all I care.
Do you know what? Everyone always talks about Arsenal being like the most hated in the Prem, which is true. But the way that I've seen every Prem club get behind this, wanting Spurs to get relegated, is so
It's just
funny.
I
Everyone
just
wants them to go
want to
down.
see it from like a social experiment perspective.
No, guys.
I want to see what happens to a quote unquote Big Six club when they get relegated. I just want to
True,
see what happens.
capitulation.
How bad does it get?
Look, yeah, I love this, yeah, because get my tight headphones. Other headphones are available, yeah. This goes to show, yeah, you can't do what we do. You can't just build a stadium, stay in the top 4, stay in Europe, be competitive, have a little dip, and come back elite. Yeah, you built the stadium and then you went straight down. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish.
And they're in so
Get out my
much
league.
debt as well. They're,
Terrible.
oh my
terrible.
days.
Yeah.
I'd be ripping up sets, take down Arsenal. Get out of here. But what are you doing up here? Doing all the way up here?
Yeah, why is that not upside down, by the way?
That upside down, just down, just down.
No Spurs in the building.
Facing the right way up.
They haven't earned the right.
Talking about. Disgrace.
I mean, Kai Shea says, not gonna lie, I don't want Spurs to go down because they're an easy 6 points every season.
It's kind of split.
Do your job. Yeah, beat who you need to beat.
Yeah, actually, can we get a poll in the chat for do you want to see Spurs go down? I want to see the split.
There's a case for every team. Obviously, as Arsenal, like, worst rivals to go down. Same with almost basically every London club. You know, West Ham hates Spurs, Chelsea hates Spurs, we hate Spurs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's easy. Man City, they take 5 points off you every season. So it's actually within Man City's interest for Spurs to go down. You lot, they beat you to a title. Get them down as well. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has their own agenda against this. The only team that I can think of that might not have an agenda against them is probably Liverpool because they always smoke them.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense.
Yeah, the
What's
poll in the live chat.
They are
they
are ruining
voting.
our league. Simple as that. They are ruining our league with their lack of quality. They are leeching off the greatness they're leeching off the greatness of an Arsenal. They're leeching off the greatness of a Chelsea.
Nail on the head, Kenya.
Simple as that.
Is that
Nail
why
on the
they're...
head. Yeah, no, I'm telling you now, yeah, because this is the thing with Tottenham, yeah. I've never understood the Big Six thing, yeah. How are you Big Six? How are you top
They're
6?
not.
Yeah, only financially because you just got here, not because you won any trophies. Yeah, if you pull up the trophy table and you get all of us on there, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, how many? What have you got? What have you got? 2 trophies in the last 30 years, bro. You're like the bottomest club. Who else is down in that bottom thing? Maybe Leicester. maybe
Leicester have won a league recently.
a league
they won the
and-
FA
no,
Cup
no, no,
and
and
the
FA Cup,
Championship
that's what I'm saying.
and the
Community Shield.
Championship and the Community Shield. What are you doing at that time?
Community Shield don't count. Yeah.
No,
Let's not-
it's
let's
Leicester City. It's Leicester City. We'll count.
I don't care. I don't
No,
care.
it's Leicester
I
City.
don't
We'll
care.
count.
It don't count for no one.
They
Same
won
rules.
the league,
Same rules for
the
everyone.
FA Cup and the Championship.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Three
This is what I'm
victories
saying.
in that
This is
time.
what I'm saying. So it
Three
goes
victories.
Tottenham, Leicester. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. They are no one. What your
They need to chat for
representation is
Bournemouth
nothing.
and that.
You're just there. You
Chat for
exist.
Bournemouth
Yeah.
and Brighton.
If you were in an anime, yeah, you're a skip episode. You're filler. You're
Yeah,
just there for no
real.
reason.
You're the
Plain
NPC.
white blank rubbish.
NPC.
Doo doo poo poo. NPC settings. You know what I'm saying?
Poo-poo,
GTA dancing in the background like this. Yeah, useless. Anyway.
Big Six
Anyway,
is
Josh.
dated.
So Afro Saxon 1806 says I've invested in Prozac shares already. But a question that I've got for you guys is. Let's say Spurs go down.
Where is he finding
Let's say Spurs go down. I'm just going to ignore it. You know? Let's say Spurs go down.
Let's.
Is it Big Five or do we invite someone in?
No, someone else comes in.
No, basically, right. I said to you.
I argue that it's just Big Five.
No, but I said to you already. I think Aston Villa and Newcastle have a good chance of making themselves a Big Six team because.
But
the
next
reality
season,
is,
in
right,
my eyes, is Big Five. You can apply next season. You can
But
apply
you-
next
you
season.
need to-
Come and
you
join.
need a level of
Come and
consistency.
join.
Yeah.
But like
You need to do it
Newcastle,
two or three years in a
I'm
row.
aware we just lost to them.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, Newcastle are 13th.
I
They
know.
haven't had a great season at all. Aston Villa at the moment are giving 3 points out like it's charity.
Yeah, if they finish strong, Villa,
But
then
every-
they're
you know what,
They should donate it to my marathon fund.
But
you know?
every big team has a fluke season. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like opposite fluke season.
Yeah. What
Like
do you mean?
did last season.
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
had a bit of a fluke season where you finished.
But I think a
what,
fluke
15th?
tends to be a good thing.
Whereas like Newcastle,
Like an off-season.
Actually, I say
Newcastle
yours
in the
wasn't
last.
really a fluke because it was a gradual. You went down, down, down.
Well, Arsby just gave up on the league.
Yeah.
Ruben
No, but
Amorim
I'm,
just
talking-
didn't care.
I'm even saying previous.
Oh, is it like
Newcastle
we
this
went like
season-
5th,
Gradually.
8th, 15th.
Yeah.
Newcastle this season, it's a bad season for them, but we can kind of see them bouncing back. Same with Aston Villa, you can see them bouncing back.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, you look at Spurs, they finished 17th. They're trying to do one worse by actually getting themselves relegated this season. Like, they've actually
They're going bam for bam with themselves.
they're staying on a consistent path of getting worse every season. That's the reality. Since Ange came in, that was like the pinnacle for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then it's just been down, 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 down ever since. Like, they're on a consistent road of getting worse.
Yeah.
been
Whereas
like that since
Newcastle and that,
Poch.
they actually have good owners, they have a great fan base, do you know what I mean? Like, and as well, when you would play at Newcastle, when we play at Newcastle, it's always a big game, it's on television, do you know what I mean?
It's their cup final, man.
Like, it's maybe you should have turned up to it the other night.
Massive, you know, huge trophy for them.
Maybe you
Huge
should have
trophy
turned up
for
to
them.
it the other night.
Huge trophy for them.
Maybe you
then.
should have turned up to it the
Fair
other night.
dues. But actually, yeah, no. So actually, production just said. Obviously, we're sponsored by Rocket Mobile. We like to do Rocket Ranked. So Rocket Ranked, what we can do is rank top 3 clubs who should join the Big Six. So obviously, Villa and Newcastle, like you can
Right.
pick between them as 1 and 2. Because personally, I'm not quite. Actually, I don't know who I would.
I have a few rogue ones. Everton.
I was literally going to say that. Can you just?
Everton is a massive club. It's a sleeping giant. Everton have won more leagues than Spurs, for example.
Yeah.
cooking this season
Yeah,
as well.
but they're a bit Spursy. I
And
see them more
also-
as a mid-table team than
No,
a Big
I
Six
actually
club.
agree. But if Everton they got a brand new stadium, right? If their owners were to get serious and lock him in that club, that is a massive, massive club. Like my dad always talks about growing up how Everton used to win the league. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, and also they got rivalries with big clubs like Liverpool. Like, do you know what I
Fair
mean?
history.
Yeah.
But
Everton lock in.
It's on them to have the impetus to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's one
exactly.
thing to build a
There is
stadium.
potential
it's
there.
another thing to
Believe.
build your team and
But
make
who
sure
is
they stay consistent.
who is number 1? Like
Newcastle for
who
me.
is first in that line in that invite list? You know when a new product launch is happening, right? Or there's
gonna say
an event.
Newcastle.
Who is stood right next to the bouncers?
I'm saying Newcastle because I think they're more sustainable than Aston Villa, to be honest. I think if you look at like Newcastle's revenue and how they spend is better, in my personal opinion. You see with Aston Villa, they're always talking about PSR, but they spend 95% of their revenue on player wages.
bro.
So that's going to come to a point where that's going to stagnate and you have to get rid of those players. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think Newcastle have shown so far, right, we can actually beat the big teams. We actually can be in the Champions League and compete. We can win a cup. Like, they've got really good owners. Do you know what I mean? So why, like, I think they're there.
Sunderland have 6 league titles in their history.
Forgot
Nottingham Forest have got a couple Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the
Aston
thing
Villa has
with that
Champions
with
League.
Newcastle is that theirs has been that recent consistency because don't forget they got relegated.
They went down like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. So
I feel
they've
like I
done the
forget
thing.
about that.
Yeah.
They've done the thing. They've come back up and they've stayed consistently challenging for the top 6. They've got into Europe. Do you know they haven't done the rotating door of managers thing, even when it
But
got a bit
Newcastle
sketchy.
was like one trophy in 70 years.
Yeah, but they've just won that recently. Do you see what I'm saying? So in that time, you're going, oh wow, Newcastle haven't done anything, but they're the only team that you can argue that have been really consistent outside of the big 6 teams for the last 4 years. And even in the big 6 teams, you've had Man United drop and back up. You've had us, we've done the 8th, 5th, and then back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've got Spurs
Liverpool
that are
right now
fighting
having a dip.
relegation. So even within ourselves, we haven't been as consistent as the big 6
Chelsea
teams.
as well.
Chelsea as well. 2017 last title.
Yeah.
They got the Club World Cup, but I don't think they got
They
anything
finished,
else happening than
10th at one point?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Conference League they
Yeah.
won last season.
Yeah.
So, come on. The Charity Shield of Europe. Yeah, but I think Newcastle's the only team that you could argue that have had that consistency for like the last 5 years and still be. And the season's not over now. Wherever they are now, we've seen cases where teams are just about in a certain place and then they're finishing the top 6. You know, on the last day, we're like, it's this close between whoever and whoever, and then someone just takes it. So depending on who falls off and who finishes strongly, you could be saying different team. Newcastle, you could be going, oh, do you know what? They didn't have that bad of a season considering it started off kind of sketchy.
I do feel like there are definitely shouts for like Newcastle and Villa, but then you probably might end up having the same conversation, like, you know, how you were saying about how should it just be a top 5? Because then if you kind of include someone like a Newcastle or Villa, you still think, well, they're kind of maybe the odd one out, like Spurs were, and then you're like, well, should it just be these 5 teams?
I personally think it should. If Spurs go down, it should be at least for next season top 5, and next season can be basically an application. I know I'm saying this. I know I said this from slightly I'm speaking down from my highs.
I still agree, bro. Because remember, it used to be the top 4. And it was only when Chelsea and City started thinking that they had to extend it to the big 6. It wasn't like there was always 6 teams. Yeah. Before it was United and Arsenal. It was United and Arsenal. Then Chelsea started getting involved. Then City, and then we just Liverpool.
Spurs just existed.
Don't forget Liverpool.
Yeah, they haven't won
not the
something in
Liverpool
about
that
30
they were
years.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't win a league for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it was in the Premier League, they were still down.
they were
down
an average
there.
team,
You know,
about
as much as sometimes they would still bad us up sometimes. Yeah. But you weren't going Liverpool going to win league.
But then they had that. They were part of the Big 4 and everything because they're like the Liverpool. They've won like the most
because their
trophies
history, because
of
they
any-
dominated in the 80s. So
same why United still now obviously Big 6.
Yes, they won
dominated in the 90s.
They won
last
Champions
season,
Leagues in that time as well.
90s, and even the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
throughout the 2000s.
Yep. Earned their place in the spot. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even with a Newcastle, if you go, they could be the next team, you still have to.
Chelsea is they did win the Champions League in 2021.
Yeah, that is quite recent, to be honest.
But then after that, they got a new owner and they finished 10th.
Yeah. No, I know.
Nothing without Roman.
We had Matisse Satters saying road to 40 points. Then as well, let's not forget
Oh,
they had they were given a transfer ban in a window as well. Let's not forget that as well.
That's true.
Basically because they cheated.
Who would be top 4 now? Like
Top
if they
four
were-
now
If
is
they're like a Big 4.
Yeah.
Well, it's United, Liverpool, Arsenal,
and then Man City, I'd say.
City over Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, of course, City over Chelsea.
Because they've been winning leagues.
Yeah.
They've
been
won like 8
winning
league
leagues.
titles in 12
Yeah.
years. or
Arsenal,
something.
Man U, City.
Yeah. Like, I think United, Liverpool,
Liverpool,
are
Liverpool,
they are the top 2 in just because of the history and dominance. Then it's clearly
and the
Arsenal.
amount of trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the amount of trophies, and then it's clearly, and also
Of
the
course, it's not
storylines
a
and
debate.
everything with both clubs.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
Then it's clearly Arsenal, but after those two,
Yeah.
Then
And
I'd
then
say
put
Chelsea's next.
then it's Chelsea, then City. But and then if a Big 4 at the moment, because City have been so successful under Pep,
Yeah.
they overtake Chelsea because Chelsea
and
are a bit of a-
the level
yeah.
of what they've actually done. You won a treble, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, they won some
Treble,
trophies.
Centurions. They've had some great memories made, to be honest, in
in
recent
the last
history.
15 or so years. But personally, for me, although like with the rocket ranked it can be, I would go Villa, then Newcastle, then I agree with Everton. But and in terms of like who's most likely to be able to break into the Big 6 next, should Spurs go down?
Newcastle
But for
are
me, it
one-
is Big 5 next season if Spurs.
I
go
think
down.
with Newcastle, though, one privilege they have is that they're a one club city, whereas there's other clubs in Birmingham. Like you have Birmingham City, for example. I know Wolves are in Wolverhampton, but it's very close. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas Newcastle, it's the only club there.
in the city.
Yeah, which makes it massive.
Yeah, no, I do, I hear that as
Big
well.
muscle.
But and then, okay, let's say Spurs come back up.
God forbid. Anyways.
They're not a big. Are they
But they're
then
not.
back to being one of the big six?
No.
I'm just asking.
No. They have to earn their spot. You can't get. Go over to Josh Ty.
No.
Are they
to Josh
back?
Ty.
Where are they
Are they
coming
back?
from? I don't understand.
These men are not back. They were relegated. They can never come and talk to us. Yeah. When you come to the door, you must knock. You must wait. Then the mum's gonna come and answer the door and be like, "Who are you here for?" Then they're gonna be like, "Can the Premier League come out and play?" And then the mum's gonna go, "Come back tomorrow because you're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. You lot will be ready." You can never talk to anybody again. Don't chat to anyone. You already couldn't talk to anyone because you got no flipping trophies. Then you got a trophy and you lost everything. Yeah. Please, George, relegate these man. Relegate these man on Ty's headphones. Yeah. Other leagues are available. Go down and play in one of them leagues. You're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat.
Great segment.
Perfect.
I couldn't say any better myself.
Exactly. I'm just going to leave it up to Josh because he knows what to say.
You just want to talk for the rest of the show? You can just have it on.
No, I can't. I've got all these headphones on. I need to be listening.
You've got all the producers in the ear, bro.
Yeah. Other speakers are available.
He's listening to the
production. You're too slow on the switcher, bro. Are you having other conversations? Like, yeah, you switch to me when I'm talking, when I've got the bare headphones on. Yeah. Do you need a pair of headphones so you can hear me, or do I need to shout louder?
I think you might actually have the production headphones on.
Yeah. God.
You look like a conspiracy theorist, man. You look like you're listening for alien signals. That's what it is.
Other conspiracies are available. Yeah.
Like what?
Conspiracy.
I can't say them. They're not.
What about football ones?
They're not suitable for this platform.
What football ones?
Football conspiracies.
Any football conspiracies?
Oh yeah. Have you ever heard about the hyena in Old Trafford?
Oh yeah.
I have.
Paul Pogba.
I have. The Paul Pogba berry.
Nah, the judge was real, bro. The judge was real. When that story came out, you lot were rubbish. It was like
we were all so terrible at that time. Yeah.
It was like the hyena was real.
I really wonder how your staff felt hearing that. Like, I wonder if there was actually any curiosity to actually dig and find this.
But as in, no one checked the security cameras. What were they like?
Why acting like Judge
working?
Why exactly?
Were they even working?
Why
Have you
acting
seen
like
your
Judge can't
stadium?
evade?
I mean, I've not seen footage of the exact moment at Old Trafford, so you never know. But I mean, to be fair, that might be why the pitch is so high. You know, at Old Trafford, there's that massive dip.
Yeah, you got no screens anyway, so if they did film it, you couldn't even watch it.
But final results from the poll: 79% are a yes. Do you want Tottenham to go down?
Everyone else said no.
21% said no.
You're a disgrace. You're a cheat.
Yeah, who are those 21%? Name and shame.
You just want 6 points. You're a
Name and
disgrace
shame those 21%.
Well, I mean, I can't name and shame them, but if you are the 21%, comment in the chat. Let us know why, by the way. Because obviously we all know why you want to see Spurs go down.
Might be.
Let us know. If you're a Spurs fan, I kind of get it. Also, to a certain extent,
Spurs fan
do
67.
some Spurs fans actually just want it to happen?
It might be. This is going to sound crazy. It might actually be within their best interests. Genuinely, because maybe this is a wake-up call to their owners and say, you didn't take the Premier League seriously. You just tried to be Mr. Sustainable and float around in the league and not win anything. We had one of our best managers in Poch. You never backed him, never supported him. Maybe they need this for their board to actually wake up and for their owners to say, right, we need to be serious. Because we can say as Arsenal fans, right, we had owners kind of similar in the sense that they didn't care about us on the pitch. And it wasn't until we started protesting and not turning up for games and really we're not buying merch and that they said, oh yeah, actually, we need to actually invest. We're going to get rid of Unai Emery because it ain't good enough. We're going to try something different. And now look, look at their turnout at the Emirates every week. You see Arsenal fans, even though we've had some down moments, we're still supporting, we're still there. Like, maybe they actually need this.
If Spurs don't make that change, though, are they in danger of like getting stuck in the Championship?
And we will be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Relegation, please. Or am I getting greedy?
If everyone at Spurs, like, obviously, because they'll sell their players, like, okay, like, what, Solanke will probably go. Kulusevski, if he's free, will get picked up by someone.
Let's just do the easy version. The only person that will probably stay is Archie Gray. Everyone else is gone. Let's be serious. And then the academy players, everyone else is gone. Xavi Simons is gone.
Clean out, Dylan.
Van de Ven, Romero,
all of those players gone.
Spence.
Exactly. All of them are gone.
And they'll just go on strike. If the club refuses, they'll just say, I'm not
half
coming.
of them are going to stay for the first season. One, because of whatever contractual obligations. And say, for example, like a Van de Ven to go,
he's gone.
No, Van de Ven's gone.
Yeah,
Van de Ven's been begging for Liverpool.
He's been twerking for Liverpool since the start of the season.
He came out and did an apology video after injuring Isak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
he
that.
came out and he went Sky Sports, please. I need to appease. I need to be able to appease these fans. I want to do an interview where I say sorry.
Maybe that's why he got the red, because he don't want to go Anfield, mate. He's scared. he's probably thinking they're going to boo me. I'm not ready. I want to go there next season.
Maybe.
Why?
Maybe. That's the only way you can think about actually pulling someone back like that.
Big you up, Mickey.
Crazy. But I do agree in the way of, because they will probably have to sell so many of their players, the board isn't good enough to be able to do that all in one summer.
They can't.
Solid chance then it'll take them 3 years to come back up.
I don't think
that board isn't organised and good enough to be able to sell everyone. But a lot of them will hand in transfer requests. 50% wage reduction.
They can, but it's not going to be. They're not all going to go as simple as that.
But okay, but there are
Wait,
there are players that so
they will lose a lot of the top players. That's
like most of their starting 11.
That is literally. They
true.
literally lose.
You know another player I feel like could stay, and it would be because he's basically barely played, would be Madison.
Yeah.
Madison I can definitely, I feel like, because he was
also
bad that he's not playing for 2
I feel
years.
Like he might stay.
Yeah, and also he'll just have a blazing season in the championship.
Would. But I even feel like someone like Kulusevski, who God knows what's happened to him, he might just think, why not go back to my home country and just play for a club there?
Go back to Serie A. Yeah, he's balling at Juventus.
Exactly.
He was unreal at Juventus.
Why not?
Kulusevski's a great winger.
Exactly. Like, I'm sat here thinking, right? Do you really think Pedro Porro and that are going to stay?
No,
they're absolutely not.
That's what I mean. I think they're all going to go, but then the board won't be able to figure out how to be able to. I don't think they're organised enough or efficient enough to get them 12, 15 players go.
Sell these
what
players.
You think this board will be able to sign 15 players and get 14 of them right?
This is what I'm saying.
I don't think they'll come back up next season.
This is what I'm saying is that next season there's going to be a group of players that inevitably would leave, and this is obviously all hypothetical because we're talking like they're already down. But I'm just going to take off my conspiracy thing for a second. Is as much as they will try to keep as many players as possible, they're going to have to do the thing of who can we bring in and who will want to come, as well as the players that are going out, and then they're going to have to try and find the balance with that in that one summer. So there's definitely going to be players that are going to want to leave, but then the players that have been forced to stay or need to stay, now you're going to have a new battle of we need these players to try and be good to get us back into the Premier League for the next season, even though they want out. That's what the battle's going to be next season if they get relegated.
I feel like their recruitment's been like championship fodder anyway. Then.
Yeah.
It's relegation. So this is what Abby was going on about earlier on this week. They were basically saying they just went and bought people from relegation sides. Like their squad is half full of people who almost got relegated or did get relegated.
Charlison, Archie Gray, like all
Kudus as well with West Ham last season.
Like, come on, let's be James Maddison. Like, as I keep saying, name me one fighter in that team. West Ham got fighters. Do you know what I mean? They got Mavropanos, they got Jared Bowen in there. Do you know what I mean? They've got fighters in that team. They've got Mateus Fernandes. They know what it's like to fight. Look at Forest. You've got Murillo and Milenkovic. I look at Spurs. There's snowflakes in that team. Not a single one of them are fighting. You're telling me the captain of last night, who's an international for the Netherlands, right, got himself sent off, knowing within about 15 minutes, knowing that was a must-win game in a relegation fight. You're telling me you got fighters, and there's losers in that team. I look at that team, there's as an Arsenal fan, I said to Abby, when they came for the North London derby, I've never ever seen a Spurs team like that so defeated.
Yeah.
In both home and away.
I was going to say in both games.
That first game at the Emirates, I've seen worse Spurs teams. I've seen worse Arsenal teams. I've never seen a group of players never fight like that.
I think this season against Spurs is the easiest 6 points against Spurs we've ever
we
had.
didn't even get 6 points, man. We only got 4.
If we played them every week, we'd win the league.
We conceded 2 goals to these guys.
We would win the league. We've been smoking them for years, fam.
And City have got like 1 point off them this season.
Exactly. Thank you.
No, but they're City's bogey team.
Yeah, that bogey
Yeah.
team, though,
Somehow, some way,
makes
they always
no
find a way.
sense.
How? It's so funny. Like,
Maybe we should keep them for that.
You know how I was talking about like Spurs buying from relegate level teams? Like, Oscar Kenny points out, obviously, we signed Mbumo and Cunha last year. Hey, Mbumo, Brentford finished 10th last season, and Mbumo scored 20 goals. There's a difference between signing James Maddison and Kudus and co, and then like Mbumo and Cunha.
Kudus, by the way,
Cunha, until this season, got the most goals a Brazilian's ever got in the league. He got 15 last season.
Martinelli.
Huh? Yeah, joint with Martinelli and Firmino. That's been right now. That's why I said not this season, Igor Thiago. And Mbumo, 20 goals.
Yeah.
20 goals. That's different levels of signings.
Exactly.
They are a level above the other signings that Spurs have made.
No,
And I think even on that, the players that they've bought, it's almost like they looked at them from like 2 or 3 seasons ago and went.
Conor Gallagher, for example.
They was good 2 or 3 seasons ago. Maybe it will come back.
Yeah.
His best season was the season before that, like the season before the one they signed.
Leicester fans wanted him gone.
Yeah.
Leicester fans were there. I remember. Do you not remember Leicester fans cost him having to put out tweets begging Leicester fans to stop?
He was good at Norwich. Let's go get him.
Exactly. Like, the recruitment. You're in January. You generally could get relegated. Oh, let's get Conor Gallagher on 200k and an 18-year-old kid from Brazil who's never played in a Prem before. Go and be serious. You generally could be relegated. And one thing I look about West Ham, they went and They looked at their squad and like, there's so many issues here. They went and recruited in January. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look at West Ham.
They got some NPC strikers from.
Yeah. You look at Forest. Forest have actually got a good team. It's just Ange kind of put them back a lot, and that's why they are where they are.
Their owner just keeps putting the rug on them, fam.
Exactly. Their owners kind of put them in this situation, but you see they're grinding out results.
Yeah.
These men ain't gonna grind out.
One more super chat I want to read out before we move on to the FA Cup predictions. This is from Tom McBride. Says a lot of Spurs players are playing like they want to go down, so they can easily leave in the summer and have a lot of options on the table.
Do you know what could be a problem is that because so many of them are going to want out, and because if they do go down in this manner, surely that reduces how much they're worth. And if they're all basically, if Spurs are saying we just need to sell these guys, then that that kind of price tag isn't really in your hands. It's whatever someone's willing to pay. And people aren't going to be putting 100 million or like 80 million on the line for Van de Ven if he wants out.
Yeah, but
they'll be like, here's your 40 million.
Yeah, but the players' agents are going to go get him on the cheap.
Yeah, that's
Van de Ven, 24 years old, 30 mil.
Spurs aren't going to be able to generate.
Yeah.
Spurs are in trouble.
That's why for someone like Christian Romero, it's in your best interest to get relegated.
Because he can go Atletico Madrid or something
Because now, Atletico Madrid, who last season basically didn't want to pay that 70 mil, Spurs can turn around, well, you're going to have him for 30, and they'll say yeah to that.
Yeah.
And he will get to leave, and they'll get what he wants.
It's crazy. But we do also have some FA Cup action this weekend, which is why I'm going to Nottingham to go and recruit Elliot Anderson instead.
Oh, I was going to say,
I actually want to do something this weekend.
Is that close to Grimsby or something?
Huh? You know what? No, I'm going to go. But we're going to start off by Liverpool can get their revenge this weekend on Wolverhampton Wanderers.
They will, I think.
Yeah, I think
they will.
They're surely not going to. Although Wolves believe.
Nah,
Wolves
do you know what? I'm going to go Wolves
rise.
just because. I was
Take
in
them to penalties.
Track record.
Now, me and Flex was coming back from Old Trafford the other day. I went, hey, I said, what if Wolves just turn elite for the rest of the season or whatever?
The game's tonight, by the way. Sorry, I got that wrong.
Yeah, so I said, what if Wolves just turn elite for the rest of the season? And then since then, they won their next 2 games. And I was like, Flex?
Against Villa and Liverpool.
Yeah. I was like, Flex. I was like, Wolves. I said, if these men come all the way back up, I said, and the relegation fight is going to be the greatest of all times. The greatest of all times. Yeah? Oh, just a matter. But I'm gonna put my money on Wolves. Not that I'm putting any money. I don't recommend betting because you will lose and you will be relegated like Tottenham.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Liverpool.
I'm going Liverpool.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Thank you, Wolves, for your service.
Wolves have done the damage already.
Yeah.
They don't care about the FA Cup.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be that sloppy against Wolves this time.
Yeah, also Liverpool players, they got to lock in.
Yeah.
Like, after being embarrassed in the same stadium.
Yeah, exactly. They are going to make changes.
Have they stayed in Wolves or have they gone back to Liverpool and they're going to go to Wolverhampton again?
Don't know. That's a good question.
Like, they played, 3 days apart?
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to go Liverpool with this game.
Yeah, Liverpool are going to batter them. But still, come on, Wolves, believe.
Also, Arsenal kicking off against Mansfield Town at 12:15.
I know.
So early.
Mansfield Town, yeah.
The kickoff's at 12:15.
I know.
Couldn't they just make it 12
on a Saturday morning?
Yeah.
But Saturday afternoon, sorry. It feels like Saturday morning.
What a far place to go on a Saturday, by the way. Flipping Mansfield.
Long.
All the way up by...
You going, Kenya?
No, I'm not going. Oh. I've got too much to do during the day.
Busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm not going to...
But it's just another
7 in the morning.
Just easy tie for Arsenal.
Well, you would
I don't mean that. I don't mean that in any
I hear what you're
sort
saying, right? Obviously, on paper, we all expect Arsenal to win, but look what Grimsby did against you. Look what Grimsby did against Wolves.
Ruben Amorim tax.
No, but look what Grimsby did against Wolves. I know Wolves beat them, but they only beat them by 1-0. Like, go into them weird grounds, the bubbling grass and all that. Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, you expect Arsenal to win, but it ain't going to be easy. Bless you. Like, when we played Portsmouth scored first. Do you know what I mean?
And it'll be the B team as well.
Yeah, and it will be the B team.
Christian Norgard.
Right.
I'm watching this guy. He's going to be I already know.
My uncle. Uncle
Norgard. But look, I can see like a 3-0 Arsenal here, though.
It should be quite routine.
But it might be a 0-0 at half time, and then we can go, could there be an upset on the cards? Then Martinelli will score like a deflected goal from 25 yards. and that'll be it.
Sounds about right, to be honest.
Wrexham are hosting Chelsea. Now, this is something I am much more interested in.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to watch
I'm
this.
interested in this
Because
game.
Wrexham have killed some big teams so far, haven't they?
Yeah.
They could come up this year as well.
Yeah, they could come up.
They could, yeah. Their plan is to be next season, but they're not
They're in a
doing
good
too shabby
position.
Yeah,
recently.
their manager was at the Chelsea
Well,
Villa
do you
game.
remember the Wrexham Forest game?
Yeah,
on
yeah, I
Pens?
did.
That
I
was
watched
mad. Then they beat Ipswich
There were some
as
great
well.
goals in that game as well.
Yeah, 3-3.
They'll give them a game, I
Yeah,
think.
they will.
I'm putting my
This is what I
money
mean.
on
At the
Wrexham.
racecourse as well.
Underdogs.
Yeah.
In
know what?
Wrexham.
Underdogs.
I am gonna back them as well. You know.
I'm backing Wrexham.
I think if there's
Yeah.
any game where there's an upset, I can see it being this
I'd
one.
love them to beat Chelsea.
It's so coded
Yeah.
because football is all about storylines.
However,
Yeah.
My
best interest?
uncle's just sent in his prediction for the Arsenal game, and it's 17-0 to Arsenal.
I hope he's right, man.
That ain't even
Let's
that
hope
realistic.
so.
There's no way we score 17 goals.
I hope he's right.
You can believe
Then they can have a
way.
nice.
Africa.
As long as we win, and
Look, I think this is either going to be a Wrexham win or Chelsea are going to win on like pens.
I'm gonna say
Wrexham
Really?
2-1.
I can see
last
this
minute
being
goal.
pens.
You don't think there's any world in which Chelsea win? Like,
No,
you
it's,
know?
it's,
Wrexham
it's
3-2.
storylines. I'm going off storylines here.
I'm going
I
Wrexham
know
3-2.
João Pedro is on absolute fire at the moment, and all credit
Yeah,
to him.
but will he start though? Like surely
I've
Liam
got no
Delap
idea.
will start.
Liam Delap will
Yeah,
start.
like
and
they'll
run
rotate
run
their
around
team.
bodying people for 90
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Now I'm
And
gonna
then
go
believe
Wrexham
us.
3-2.
In Wrexham.
Wrexham
Rex
3-2.
effect.
Yeah.
Believe.
Mad.
Yeah.
And then,
I want to see something exciting.
interesting game, Newcastle are hosting Man City.
For the 1,000,000th time this season.
Yeah.
It's just about the 5th time. Bro.
Like,
The City
I
have
know
played
they're
about
tired.
City have played 4 teams this season. It feels like it's
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Newcastle.
I know.
but surely
And
Newcastle
Wolves.
are going to beat City like at least once.
No, I think this time, I've said it in the last 3 games, yeah.
Surely.
City are weak on the counter attack, yeah. I just see it. They've been
Yeah, they're
opened
not
up
great
in
in
this
transition.
time, yeah. In against Newcastle, against Nottingham Forest, yeah. You can get them, yeah. All you have to do is finish your chances. Against Forest didn't get that many chances, but when they did,
Yeah.
they finished them.
Two
Do you see what I'm
worldies,
saying?
basically.
Newcastle had so many chances in both games, and even then, in the second game, they've got a couple or whatever. But
Yeah.
I just think if they should be able to learn from what's transpired in the last few games, and they should be able to get something out of it if you believe.
Well, because City have got Real Madrid next. So
Yeah.
But
rotation.
then, but then Newcastle got what Barca next, no?
Yeah.
Yes, big game.
Which, by the way, like, I've got so much on the line for that game. I need Newcastle to lose against Barcelona. That's
What, Marcus Rashford?
Clinton. Well, because Clinton's going to come into the studio and.
Oh yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
The
Clinton will
beef
cook
that
you.
I've got with Clinton, I love Clinton so
shout out
much. but
Clinton,
the
I
beef,
love Clinton.
The beef that I've got, but I think it's Newcastle winning this one. No, I disagree. Man City.
I think Man City are gonna win.
I meant Man City.
I'm
Man
gonna
City.
say 2-0 Man City. I just
Yeah.
think Newcastle missed too many chances.
I'm back in the Geordies, yeah.
And then you got second half of the ties. Fulham against Southampton. Fulham are at
win.
home. Fulham
They
fine.
need to bounce back after that West Ham loss. So yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
that was
win.
disgraceful.
win.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
The
so
way-
many chances.
The way they slap teams up and then just like lose to
Yeah,
West Ham.
exactly. Very Fulham,
It's
isn't
fine.
it?
It's what was needed. Jod intended
Yeah,
this.
we thank you.
Jod intended this.
We thank you for your contributions.
I think Fulham in this one. And then Port Vale versus Sunderland.
Ooh, we played Port Vale. That was
Sunderland.
difficult. That was difficult, man. We beat Port Vale 1-0.
Sunderland, second half of this season, they've had injuries, AFCON.
There could be upsets here. Like that might
It
not be
is
a
the FA
straightforward
Cup.
game.
I do love the FA
I'm going
Cup.
with cupness, and just because they've got the
Am I right to say Sunderland as well? They've actually kind of struggled in this run. Like they just got past Everton. They beat someone on penalty. Oxford United, I think. Like they haven't.
So round 3 they beat Everton on penalties,
they-
and then round 4 they beat Oxford 1-0.
Yeah, Oxford 1-0. Like it's not been plain sailing.
Don't matter. You just got to get through.
Do you know what? Right, I'm going to say a draw in that. I think.
It's the
I think
FA
it'll go
Cup.
to- yeah, I know. I think it will end a
Go
draw
to pens.
and go to pens.
And then who's winning on pens?
I think they'll win on pens.
Port Vale are at home.
Because I remember when we played Port Vale, we only beat them 1-0, I think. That was quite difficult.
Yeah,
Way at
ultimately
Port Vale.
I back Sunderland in this game.
I think they'll win on pens.
I think
Anyone,
Sunderland have got more ham than we would
anyone
with our B
for
team.
Port Vale?
Nah.
Going once,
I'm
going
going
twice.
Sunderland.
Regrettably, I don't think that Port Vale.
They'll get to a draw.
What's the Sunderland hate for?
I like an upset.
Just for the
I
sake
like
of the
an
upset.
underdog.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like it's the Wrexham-Chelsea game because of all the storylines of Wrexham being Wrexham
I
and
think I
Chelsea
went for
being the big
underdog in
club.
every
Is
single
that
match.
the game?
Yeah, but
As long as it ain't
but
against
also,
us.
I know who you are,
As long
Josh.
as it's not us, I don't mind.
Is Wrexham Chelsea the game with the
Well, Newcastle versus City is the big one, but Wrexham Chelsea is the most interesting one as well.
Like, that's a big game.
It'll be televised.
It'll be the first time that it's at 5:45 kickoff. So it'll be televised. I think this will be a first time as well. A lot of Premier League fans are actually watching Wrexham, not on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like actually on a 90-minute game.
True.
I've seen them live.
That's the most exciting game
live
for
against
me.
United pre-season.
Oh yeah.
Was that in America?
Is that 3 a.m.
In America,
kickoff here?
yeah.
We
At the Snapdragon Stadium.
We sent our kids and lost 3-1, didn't we?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we lost.
Straight away.
It's like 2 years ago.
Straight away, goalkeeper
You lost him
got injured. The game was paused for like 10 minutes while he was lying on the floor. It was crazy. Yeah.
I don't think I even watched that game. I think I was asleep.
Oh, I was right there.
3
I
a.m.
was
bro.
pitch side. I was behind the goal.
I see. I don't have the funds for that one. But Leeds versus Norwich.
Leeds win.
Leeds win this one.
I hate Leeds, so I'm
3-1.
going to go Norwich. Green and gold till it's sold.
I think
Leeds 3-1.
Club.
It doesn't matter. Green and gold till it's sold, and it's against Leeds.
Oh, yeah, and I think Leeds got this one in the bag. Also Leeds just need to keep ticking over, keep collecting the points, keep collecting the wins, because then Tottenham.
Leeds. They
We
must
need
go
Leeds
down.
to rise.
And final game, and London versus London. West Ham are hosting Brentford.
Ooh.
This is close.
I'm going Brentford.
This is a close one.
I'm going to go Brentford as well.
I think Brentford will go strong.
West Ham just focus on staying in the league, brothers.
Yeah.
Just not against us.
I think that
you got Man City next, please. Focus on that.
I'm not sure if West Ham have got the minerals in the FA Cup to really.
And I just don't think they're going to be on that. Brentford will be looking at themselves as we're having a positive season, and this could be our chance to win a cup.
History.
We could proper go for this.
Yeah.
But it's go for it. Or
That's a
just
good
like
point.
each round, keep going, see what we can do. Well, like Palace was the whole point was we're on good form. We'll just see what we can do,
Yeah.
and then they ended up doing that.
Yeah.
Beating City and then beating Liverpool. Obviously,
That's what you got to do. Just beat who's in front of you
months later.
and
Yeah, exactly.
move
That's
forward.
what matters in
I've got Brentford for this
I'm
one.
going Brentford win as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford. I feel like we'll get quite a few of these wrong though. I feel like there's always results that.
Well, we always do, unless you're Alice, of course, who seems to get most of her predictions right.
Look, as long as
But
Arsenal
she's
go
a dog.
through, I don't care what else happens.
Don't
Yeah.
care.
I second
Don't
that.
care.
And in some other news, Jesse Lingard signed for Corinthians, and he's going to become the first
he
ever
done that?
Englishman
That was a while
to
ago,
play
wasn't it?
in the Brazilian league. It got announced today.
Oh, was
Corinthians
it?
is actually a really good club.
It's a great
That's
move.
a great move.
For Jesse Lingard.
What was his
first
hand sign
ever-
again?
Huh?
What was his hand sign?
No,
That.
it's Jay.
Oh.
Oh, J-Links. J-Links.
JL,
there you
bro.
go.
I like Jesse Lingard. Pick him up.
One of my first ever favourite
good
players.
move.
He's just
My
Better than
first
Sol.
ever favourite
he's
players.
just good vibes. I wish him the best. You know.
Yeah, man.
How old is
I hate
Jesse
him.
Lingard?
33.
Oh, he's getting on. First.
Yeah, I hate him. I hate him.
I don't mind.
I hate him for one-
I don't blame you.
You know why I hate him? You know why I hate him?
Why? Any
Camera cut to this guy doing the
any
mini rock right
particular
now.
reason?
What is that?
Any particular
What is
reason?
that?
What is going on here?
Do you not remember?
He looks like he's got ants in his
Jesse
pants and
Lingard
he needs to
dancing at the
dance, fam.
Emirates,
What's
mate.
going on here, fam?
Back
You're
in,
lucky this is a certain show.
2017.
Me and
No,
Josh would be cooking.
no memories.
Hey, look, last time I did that was on Best of Enemies. And what happened?
Last time you did this.
What?
Mateus Cunha, 87th minute.
Okay. How
Great
dare you
clip.
speak? We're in the FA Cup section. You should even be.
No, we're done with the FA Cup section.
No, we're
You
not.
should-
No.
We're done with the
Yeah,
FA
you
Cup
bring it up
section.
You bring it up.
Yeah,
Jay-Links.
yeah,
We're done with the
yeah,
FA
yeah,
Cup
yeah,
section.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
hold on.
yeah,
Give me
yeah,
that mic.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
give me
yeah,
that mic.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
give me
yeah,
that
We're done with the
mic.
FA Cup section.
You're bringing up
Okay,
J-Links
all
to
right,
feel
Kenya.
involved.
We've got 2 minutes left. What do you want to talk about?
Was that
now?
sponsored by Rocket Mobile, fam? Why are we talking about
wanna-
Corinthians?
I wanna-
Everything's sponsored by Rock'n'Roll. £16 a month, unlimited calls,
Yeah.
text data, and 20 gigs to use abroad.
I want to talk about the team at the top, mate.
Go on then.
Top of the league, top of the
2
Champions
minutes. Floor's yours.
At the top
Hopefully
it's
we go
just
through
us.
to the. Hopefully we go through to the next round of the FA Cup, right, guys? Right, guys?
Yeah.
You man's
believe.
will.
We will.
By the grace,
Believe.
by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Free kits, free trophies.
Play about 60 games
Go in
this
trouble.
season. 20 more than you, hopefully.
Yeah, man.
10 days rest then? You got.
Yeah, I told you, I'm going to Nottingham.
10 days rest.
I've got a train at 9
Then he's
a.m.
got 21
tomorrow.
days rest coming up soon.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, United.
We don't know what sleep
Get
is.
those.
International break.
We
tax.
don't
We don't
closed.
sleep. We
International
don't
break tax.
sleep.
Get
International
those
break
behind
tax.
closed
We're
doors
on the
games
electrolytes.
under the belt, bro.
Exactly.
Get those behind closed
Exactly.
doors under
Plan
the
your
belt.
pre-season now.
Yeah, you lot need to be. I told you, yeah, the laissez-faire thing with the one game a week, it's not going to work because they're starting to get tired. You're seeing it, bro, that they can't play 90 minutes full.
I said this a few days ago that like one game a week or so is fine, but when it's actually like one game every 6 weeks, it actually becomes a hindrance.
But this is what I'm saying. And then now that when you have that 21-day gap,
I said it before.
Yeah, no, but I was arguing with fans outside Old Trafford.
Yeah,
they were going to me. Oh, well, you better watch out for us because we might catch you. I'm like,
I
bro.
think no. So
wait, him and Abby were doing points tallies of maybe we could win if Arsenal lose 3 games. Wait, how do we sound like again? Maybe if Arsenal lose 3 games.
Right,
do not involve me. Do not involve me in Abby's copium.
And Arsenal, Man City,
do not involve me in Abby's copium. I was just there to feed it.
With 81 points. That's what you guys said. I will roll them tapes.
Yeah, and you'll see who's actually saying it. It was Abby.
You was there laughing and Kiki and oh yes, Abby.
I was laughing because it was funny.
Oh yes, Abby. I believe.
I was feeding the fuel for Abby. I was feeding the fuel.
United fans, yeah, there's a little bit inside them that wishes they know like there's a possibility mathematically. Please, if Arsenal ever slip up,
we'll find out in a few days' time. But regardless, thank you guys so much for coming on.
All good.
Josh, Kenny, and Ella, it's been great. Hope
good.
you guys watching at home have a fantastic weekend. My name's Dylan. I forgot the word. Hosting live at 5 and stuff. I'm here 5 to 6 p.m. every day. Plenty of content coming up on the weekend on DR Sports. So stay tuned. Apart from that, have a good weekend. Cheers.
Let's go. What do you do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.
Welcome along,
That is
weekend
unbelievable.
roundup. Oh my days.
Word.
We're in for a great show today, guys. Well, what about the North London derby?
I'm not getting rattled.
And we're 3 points off top 4, so it's not looking too bad.
Yeah.
Foden 88, Saka 87. I think that's wrong.
Nice that you put your top on. You want to take it off and get the branding out? Happy birthday!
Make a wish to win the league.
I did.
How much chance do Arsenal have of winning the Champions League?
0, mate.
If we got through
I don't know.
PSV, do you think there's any chance?
No.
Hang on, let me finish.
Predictions
2-1 Tottenham.
3-1 Liverpool.
2-0 Wolves. Chelsea to beat Man United at Old Trafford.
Still
You're
there.
in trouble if we win this game.
You better not lose on Saturday.
We beat the world champions this weekend. That makes you world champions.
We're the world champions, but you're not in a title race.
This is why you'll never win the league.
6 million down the drain.
Robbie celebrating a 1-0 win. Abby Pilates instead of trophies. You never walk alone.
Catch us every Monday for the weekend roundup.